We begin tonight in San Francisco, where the zoo is under fire once again. An alarming new report from an advisory body to the city is now questioning whether the rundown exhibits are safe not only for animals, but visitors as well. Kara St. Cyr has the details.
A report released by the San Francisco Animal Control and Welfare Commission paints a grim picture of the San Francisco Zoo, calling it outdated and unsafe for animals and visitors. But if you ask Justin Barker, an animal rights activist and the creator of the website SF Zoo Watch, the conditions at the facility point to a history of poor decisions and a lack of understanding of what animals need to thrive. He gave his insights to the author of the report.
This is a cry for help. You know, they're really saying something has to happen.
The report describes the enclosures as old and parts of the zoo as dilapidated at best, and also unsafe for visitors. The only enclosure that received a good review was for the lemurs. Barker, who toured the zoo before the report was released, says he saw animals like koalas and big cats crammed into small spaces with little room to run or climb. He also says the zoo doesn't plan well for animals it intends to care for.
Really, the minimum standards are okay for theme parks, but really not okay for facilities that are holding sentient animals that deserve much better than they have at San Francisco Zoo.
Barker says the fault lies in failing to update the 95-year-old facility accordingly. Commissioner Jane Tobin and Michael Angelo Torres, members of the Animal Control and Welfare Commission, say they don't think an update would be enough to salvage the zoo. Instead, they say the city should consider starting from scratch.
To modernize the zoo is going to take a Herculean effort, really, and a lot of money to make it compatible or to meet the standards that we've outlined in there.
Both Tobin and Torres say an audit by the San Francisco Board of Supervisors is needed to understand how money is being spent on the facility and what improvements can be made. So far, Commissioner Tobin says supervisors have been in support of that.
A budget analyst within the city would be important right now to make sure that the city is also providing the right oversight over a tenant of the city, it's Rec and Park property, and also the city's animals.
Back at home, Barker says he hopes the city will take the report into consideration before housing more animals.
The San Francisco Zoo responded in a statement saying in part the report has serious inaccuracies and was created based on a hypothetical scenario. They went on to say, "We are proud of the industry-leading care and safe habitats we provide for all of our animals." So the zoo said it was mostly recently accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums in March of 2022. It was based on an independent 4-day inspection, as well as conversations with dozens of zoo staff members and officials. The AZA found no significant welfare or safety issues. The San Francisco Zoo has had its share of troubles in the past. The most notable is the 2007 Christmas Day tiger attack, and that is when a tiger leaped out of its enclosure and mauled a 17-year-old boy to death, who investigators say had been taunting the animal. The escaped tiger was shot to death. The zoo raised the tiger enclosure's walls after that attack. And then in 2020, an endangered lemur was stolen from its enclosure. A 5-year-old boy found him a few days later at a playground in Daly City. A 31-year-old man was arrested in the theft. Now Mayor London Breed wants to bring giant pandas from China to the San Francisco Zoo, animals that require a new exhibit and a lot of care. The city is trying to cover those costs through private funding. So in response to the commission's findings, Breed's office issued this statement, quote, "The mayor agrees the zoo is in need of revitalization, which is why bringing a global attraction as the pandas would be ideal to expedite and invest in improvements and enhancements where necessary."